Okay, so his idea has been that, he wants to do this basically on his own or whatever, and I understand, okay, etc. So what the car accident represents is that thinking in that way, you might say, and he could do it, you can do whatever you want, and it's all okay. Look at the sun shining, it shines the same, it's not concerned. Life is not concerned, you decide. The car accident is showing him that all of a sudden he's in an accident and he needs help, doesn't he? Yeah, that's what the car accident means. And so in his mind, he's thinking, oh, I can do it myself. Well, that's fine, you can. But the so-called dream experience, his intuitive part, is showing him that, all of a sudden anything can happen and you need help, don't you? So there's an old saying, no man is an island upon themselves. In other words, we're all in the same life. We actually need everyone else's help. We really do, in a particular way. Not to where they do it for us. The real guides do not do it for us. They are guidance. But that's the real help because we learn to do it for ourselves. That's how real life is. There are no authorities except self-appointed ones. We are in the isness, all life is. And we're learning to see that there is not just creation like we thought and we were told, but we're separating all the pieces now to see that there is more. And yes, creation has its place, but there's a lot more. And he's being shown that, well, you're going to prove to yourself that you do need help. Yes, that you do need help. And I know I've been there. I've always felt that I want to earn my way. And it's not about me, it's just that I want to do it. And I really don't ask because I want to do my part. And I always figured, I haven't done enough. I want to do more, and etc. So the boys have come to me and said at times, why don't you let us help you? Well, it's not that I want to do it myself. It's just I want to do my part and whatever it takes. And so I've had to let go too, to let them help me to do what I see focused and I'm doing. So I know how it is. And yes, we do. And so as I've said, all of you on the Skype and others, they've really helped me. Those who have come and gone, whatever, they have really helped me more than they know. Yes, because I need that too. We all do. We're all in the same life. But what we really need is the help that we need. It's got to make sense. It can't just be cute little ideas, good sounding words, and a bunch of foo-foo and hocus pocus, like we've come to know. So we have that comparison now. We see little by little as to what makes sense and what has value. So yes, realistically, to make it, to have the awareness that you want, you need help, and you need a hell of a lot of help. And it's going to take you the rest of your life and beyond. And that's okay, because you got the best guidance, and if there's something better, go for it. You decide. But it's learning to see what's real. That's what this is about, where everybody else is encased in their religious, spiritual ideas, ritualism, worshiping self-appointed people that call themselves gods, a political system, whatever. Yeah, fine, have it. You can have whatever you want. I am just grateful that for what I know. And it's all about that. So every moment, that is my focus, so that you and others can be okay. But you decide how you're going to be okay. You are the decider, not me. And this is not a path or a teaching or anything. It's totally unique. It's totally unique all itself, just like the sun shining. The sun compared to the earth and everything that's happening here is totally unique, and that's how the isness is, even more so. It's so cool. It's so real and clean. And so, very simply, there it is. He's going to prove to himself that he does need help, but that's his decision. Yeah. one way or another, it's not about the car accident or whatever. It's about what we do. So he's doing it. It's all fine. But the car accident's a good reference because anytime we're in a car accident, we need help. That's all it is. It's just letting us know. And so many people want to do it on their own, which is fine, like I'm saying, but it's a good view and he knows. And so we have this interpretation here too. Yes. All I can do is listen to what is being said according to your interpretation. But you know what? When you learn to see what's taking place, good, bad, or indifferent, or what the misunderstanding is, it's still something to learn to see, to observe, to be aware of. See, that's where the awareness comes in. The literal part will say, oh, no, that's not correct. It's this or this or that. For me, I'm not concerned because it's all about awareness. I look to the awareness first and see what's there according to the experience that's literal. All right. The literal thing, that's its own reality. Okay. And so we try to be right or wrong in the literal sense, even through the misinterpretation. It's still okay because with the awareness has the experience to better understand and see it. That becomes the difference. So it's all okay. And again, whatever each person decides, it's all okay. Because again, we are all the sun shining and we each decide we're going to be like the sun shining or are we just going to stay literal? But we do have that part to us and it's all okay. So we're all like parents with kids. And we at the same time, we're the kids of other parents, aren't we? So we all deal with it while we're here and we will get through it. So in the meantime, I know there's the idea of thinking, it's the old ideas like spiritual growth, you're unfolding, you're making progress. Well, in the literal sense, the literal part wants to know that. I understand. Me too. You know, that's why I like to hear the experiences and I like to be included in them because my little personal self likes to know that it's doing okay too, or is that, you know, is somebody seeing something that's funny on the real side, or is somebody duplicating me? Whatever, whatever the experience is, I know my intent. And whether people see it this way or that way, that's up to them, you know. You know, some people see me as evil, etc., etc. That's how they see it, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. Others see me whatever, and you the same, and each one of us, because we're all the sun shining. So yes, it is a heck of an experience to wake up, isn't it? That's what you're starting to first realize, that, whoa, we go through so much in every which way. This is where you learn to loosen and let go of just looking to that literal mind for the so-called correct, absolute answer, because there's no such thing. We play with that a little bit. You know, it's like your car. It can get you from here to there, but it is not going to fly to the second story, or it's not going to go sideways into the building. You know, sometimes you can't park where you want to because the car is just not going to go there. And so this is how it is with our mind. We can only do so much, and this is where the awareness comes in and sees that it's okay. We did what we could, and then we'll just keep, you know, we'll just go into each new moment and see what happens and deal with it. And you know what? Until we get through it, until we're standing completely all aware in that reality that we no longer need the mind in creation. But that's a big journey. That's huge. But it's possible, but not to the mind, not to the personal self. It don't want to hear that because it wants its own world. It wants its own little world, but it doesn't see that it's slowly fading away. You know, the personal self is growing old, and the hearing and the sight dims eventually till it's gone. It's like an old computer where it just pops off. And so that's where the awareness comes in. And so, again, that's why I've created this group and this idea about the intuitive senses, because the mind needs help to focus on the intuitiveness, the personal The real awareness needs help for the personal self. And we all help each other become more aware. See? So there's no hocus pocus ideas. We just do what we can. We step up. We do our part. And so, yes, he's doing it because there's many sides to ourselves. And then there's some of that personal side, too, that wants the right and wrong answers. There's many parts of it. So whether the interpretation was correct or not, it's all okay. You know, realistically, I speak English. And I speak English to those people that, know English. But do you think they understand what I'm saying? Do they take the time to see it? No, they don't. Look at all the echoes that I knew. I was a higher initiator there, 7th initiate. You think they understand what I'm saying? They don't understand. They speak English. Most of them speak English because they don't want to understand. They want their personal life. It's an interesting experience we're having here, isn't it? And to sort it out, to sincerely sort it out, that is huge. And only those that keep going new every moment and pay attention and share and get involved, they will see it. The others won't. They'll go off with their mind idea, or they'll join some spiritual path or meditate or whatever, etc. It's all cute, but where does it go to? And the real guides, they're looking for, each person to be real, to help us to be real. But if you want to go out on your own or whatever, have fun. They'll just watch you until you decide to come around and just keep going through the process. Yes. Everybody is making progress, no matter what you're doing. You're all okay because you're the sun shining. Focus on that. And then just go through what you go through in the personal sense, because you need that personal sense too. I see that I do too. I don't like it at times. It sucks. I would rather do more. And there's certain things that I don't want in my life here. But at the same time, this is what it is. Yeah. It's not la la land for me. I just do what I do. And so, but I like the challenge. We need the challenge. You need the challenge. You need to do things you've never done before. Step up and do your part. So it's all okay.